Okay, so welcome to this course where we would turn your idea into an actual iOS application. So we would be using machine learning for this specific project, which I'm going to show you. And I will tell you that how the idea came into my mind. So I saw a lot of websites which are selling like used cars, right? And it's a huge business. So they were just selling the cars at like some specified prices, which I think like it could be varying from the different to different websites. So I thought of like using the past sale records of any of these website. I actually just googled it out, which I would show you in the next video at this website, and it contains data set for training your machine learning models. So essentially I just picked one out from here and then I used it inside create ML to make a ML model. So the next thing that I want to tell you all is that let me just create a blank sheet first. Should be easy for us to understand. Yeah. So the next thing, the challenge I faced was like I don't really know everything about iOS development, and that's okay. Like you don't really need to know all the APIs and stuff in order to create an application. There's always a way out with everything. Also, I wanted to focus only on a one view and a simple application. So yeah, I don't really know how data is being shared. I'm just saying this as a beginner's point of view. Like if you don't really know how data is being shared between different views, then what you can do is just create one view app. Yeah. And yeah, so in that specific view it would contain everything like the button for the calculation, then there would be sliders, there would be pickers, steppers, whatever you want to include. I would go into much more detail in the next videos, like how you use them and like you read and write values from them, and then how you integrate your machine learning model into that, so you get an output which is like really calculated and it actually works. So the very first thing that when the idea of creating an app came to my mind was this only, like the car reselling thing. So I thought of this that I would have a, and this is like how you should approach your projects as well. You should first draw it out like in a really rough way so you know what you are going to do. So you just create this interface type thing, and then you have it in your mind that you would have like selections. Suppose this would be for the models, then there would be a selection for depending on your data set too, like it should be an automatic or a manual transmission car or a semi-automatic car, and there would be a slider for mileage. These are simple things that come into your mind when you go through what idea that I had in mind, which was about car reselling price detection. So, as exactly, I thought that I would learn about all of this. So, first thing was that I just searched on the web and I found some really great free resources. And like really there are tons of website and don't really want to pick out one, because I actually used Apple's developer forum itself as well. So there are a couple of websites which comes on the first in the results, are actually really helpful most of the time. So you would be able to get an answer to your question that you have in mind. So this is how you approach like creating an application. First of all, like you would specifically search for each and every component that you think you don't know really well. So just search this thing up, like how do I create a picker, how do I create a stepper, and then you just go about um, searching like how should I integrate my ML model with the value that I have in my application. This is one Google search that you should do, and essentially I did all this, and this is how I came to the idea of creating this application, and I finally did it. So in the next video we would start by like looking for the data set, and then we would train our ML model, and afterwards we would use it inside our application in the further videos. So I really hope that you will learn a lot of things with this video. So you should continue with this class.